Stephen, Mark said the other day that you were maybe hurting a lot more than you led on to during that Austin Peay game, and still coming in during that game and then transitioning into the Louisville game. Now that that's over, is there kind of what was happening to your knee, and what was that injury like?
I mean, it was just they said a little bit sprained, like on my PCL that I had the week before. But I mean, so they had me in a brace the whole time for the practices that we had that week. It was a little bit painful trying to do some of the things out there, try to run a little bit on it. But I think, I mean, at the time it was a really good decision to try to keep me out for the first, for as long as they could, in order to try to like save my knee, I guess.
And is it fully healthy now?
It's not fully healthy, but it's really at about 95%.
Where were you a year ago?
A year ago today, I was probably at home, wondering where I was going to go to school. It was a tough time. Me and my mom talked about it the other day, sitting around at Christmas. I mean, really just kind of like upset, not too happy with the options that I have for schools. Really rethinking of, did I make the right decision going back to JUCO? But I mean, go a full year from then. He's really happy with how it all unfolded.
When did that call come from? And when did the Kentucky stuff start rolling? Then was it after Christmas?
It was. I think it was just after Christmas, maybe early January.
And you'd finished up your junior college. I mean, you graduated, or
Yeah.
all that was. So you were just totally at home doing nothing.
Well, I was really just at home working out because our JUCO season was over with. But I mean, yeah, just working out and then just trying to keep in contact with some of the schools. So.
Was there a moment this year where you can remember thinking, okay, now I feel like the guy 100%?
Maybe after that Mississippi State game. I mean, really not just myself, but I just knew that as a team we could really do something, win a lot more games, and really come together as one, I guess.
How much does this time off and these bowl practices help you kind of develop even more to have all these weeks off before the next game?
It really helps us. I mean, after that Louisville game, I know a few guys are banged up, so just getting a little bit of time off and having these lighter practices and easing our way back into it really helps out.
Look at like the schedule for the bowl going forward and some of the side stuff you get to do. I mean, is there a way to sort of make this fun and, you know?
Oh yeah, Coach Grant and Coach Stoops both said, I mean, number one priority right now is going down there and winning that game, and the second thing is to go down there and just have as much fun as we can. I mean, we did this. It's a great opportunity, to go down and have a great bowl game like the Tax Slayer Bowl. So just to go out there and enjoy it and try and win.
What's the key on those deep balls? What are the keys in your mind to why you're so effective at throwing them?
First of all, just a good play action to begin with. Our run game sets that up really, really well. Being able to get the ball to Benny, Boom, and Joe, to suck up those linebackers and those safeties, to allow Jeff or G or anybody else to run behind the corners.
Stephen, was there a point when you're at home and wondering what's going to happen that you said to yourself, maybe it's not going to happen?
You talking about last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like sitting around Christmas, like I said, I just wasn't too happy with the options that I had with schools. Yeah, it was really kind of like a humbling moment thinking about it. So.
Depressing?
Slightly, but really just try to keep my hopes up and just stay in my word. So.
Were you aware at all of the situation here and the fact they were looking for a quarterback before you heard from them?
Not at all. Not at all. No.
Yeah.
So it just came kind of out of the blue for you, and then they called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When you mentioned Kentucky, or maybe going to Kentucky to friends in California, what was some of the kind of initial impressions that you got, or people?
Whenever I told them Hawaii, I mean Kentucky, it was like, that basketball school, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, really, my two options were Kentucky and Hawaii. Everybody thought I was crazy to choose Kentucky over Hawaii with the different weather, but I mean, I think I just made a tremendous, great choice coming here. So.
Was it close at all between those two, or kind of what sold you on Kentucky?
I mean, as soon as I landed here, I mean, it was just a different atmosphere. I mean, everybody that I spoke to was extremely kind to me, and it seemed like they really, really wanted me here. So.
You going to play with the Braves?
I will. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anything else?
All right, thanks.